Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to the 1985 playoffs in season ticket baseball. Excuse me, got a little bit of a frog in my throat. Tonight we are live at the Astrodome in Houston, Texas for Game 3 of this National League Division Series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Houston Astros. After a bullpen implosion in Game 2 by the Cardinals, the Astros hold a 2-0 lead in this series. Tonight could be the end for the Cardinals, and as such, because tonight is an elimination game, my fast score house rule will not be in effect tonight. The Astros have to land the death blow themselves, and the Cardinals have to evade it themselves. So that's what we're into tonight. So fans are filing into the Astrodome. We're expecting a sellout tonight at the Astrodome as the Astros try to finish off the Cardinals. With that, let's move right down to the field and get into this game as the fans are filing in here at the Astrodome. Starting pitcher for the Houston Astros tonight is Bob Knepper, their number 3 starter. 15-13 with a 3.55 ERA, 241 innings pitched, 131 strikeouts, 54 walks, and 21 home runs in 85. As the rest of the Astros get loose behind Knepper, we will take our first look at the Cardinals' starting lineup, the lineup that St. Louis has chosen to try to avert a sweep in this division series. As Philip Anderson is first to join us here at the Astrodome, and yes, indeed, the Astros are looking to sweep the Cardinals tonight. Leading off for the Cardinals tonight, we've got Tom Nieto at catching. Vince Coleman is in left field. Willie McGee is in center field. Tom Herr is at second base. Jack Clark is at first base. Ozzie Smith is at shortstop. Ivan DeJesus is at third base. Andy Van Slyke is in right field. And starting pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals, we'll meet him at the bottom of the first, is Danny Cox. And you've got to figure after that bullpen implosion in Game 2, the Cardinals want to forget the bullpen phone exists until at least the 6th inning. Leading off for the Cardinals tonight is Tom Nieto, the catcher. 225 average, no home runs, 34 RBIs in 85. We are using orange, white, and blue dice tonight. Astros are the home team. Cardinals win. Game 4 of this series would be on Sunday. Astros win. They get some time to rest and watch the Dodgers and the Expos finish up their National League Division Series before the National League Championship Series starts off. Do the Cardinals extend their season, or do the Astros pull the trigger with the Cardinals against the wall? Knepper looks into Bailey, and now only the dice know what story they want to tell. And in order to find out if the Cardinals extend their season or the Astros finish them off, we have to go to the first pitch. So here we go. We will start off with a 389, and a 389. Nieto is going to lead us off with a base hit, and that when we are underway here at the Astrodome. The Cardinals' offense desperately needs to wake up. The infield will go to double play depth as Vince Coleman steps into the batter's box. 267 average, 1 home run, 41 RBIs in 85. Nieto, no threat to steal. He will hold. And I will go down for a die. Knepper will look to Bailey for the sign. Coleman's got pretty good... Actually, the Cardinals are going to do a hit and run here with Coleman. For some reason, I thought his speed was his power, but no, Coleman's got no power. Cardinals are going to go for a hit and run here. Knepper will set, and he will pitch. That is a 105. 105 is going to be a 305. That'll be a K, but that means Nieto, batter misses, means he's got to steal without a lead. So Nieto with a speed of 0. Bailey with an arm of 4. Nieto's got to beat a 14. And the pitch out for Bailey, he gets it. The throw is going to be on target. Nieto will basically walk right into the tag. He'll get caught stealing for 1 out in the inning. Stadium cheers. Yay! That also means 2 strikes on Coleman. Hit and run is obviously pointless now. So now we'll have a regular pitch. And we will have a 502, which will give us a rare play right off the bat. That is a 382. And a 382 says we're going to have a base hit into center field. If the white die is higher than the center fielder's fielding, the runner advances to second base on a fielding error by the center fielder. Center fielder for the Astros is Bass. His fielding is an 8. That's an 8. And Coleman will be safe at first with a single. 1B8, not 2B8. Just yelling at Digital Diamond on that one. Infield will go back to double play depth. Willie McGee, now the batter. 353 average, 10 home runs, 82 RBIs in 85. He's got pretty good power. He's going to grip it and rip it. Coleman, possibly a threat to steal. Nope. Actually, they're going to have Coleman try to get the lead on Nepper. He's got a steal of 9. He's got to beat a 17 for the lead. And he will easily get the lead. And Coleman's off to second with a steal attempt. Coleman's got to beat a 14 up with a speed of 7. Here comes the play by Bailey. And Coleman is easily going to get under the tag as it was a breaking ball that Coleman took off on. This time he gets in there without a play. Coleman will be safe at second on the stolen base. That will take the double play. Hold on. Just got to make Digital Diamond cooperate, but Coleman will be at second on the stolen base. Cardinals trying everything in their arsenal here. Now McGee will wait. Now Nepper will get the sign from Bailey, and now he will pitch. And that is a 319, and a 319 is going to be a swing and a miss as McGee gets in front of a changeup for strike 3. Out number 2. Cardinals are clearly willing to be aggressive tonight, but they kind of have to be as their season is on the line. 2 outs, and Tom Herr is now the batter. 302 average, 8 home runs, 110 RBIs in 85. He will be the batter. Nepper will get the sign from Bailey. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 433, and a 433 is going to get popped up on the infield to first base. Getting under that one for the Astros is going to be Spillman by process of elimination. I normally do my setups in the morning, but Spillman will get to that one. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except 2 singles and a stolen base, but the Cardinals can't get anything with it. Score is now St. Louis 0, Houston coming to bat. Starting pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals, trying to extend their season, is the righty, I should say, Danny Cox. 18-9 with a 2.88 ERA, 241 innings pitched, 131 strikeouts, 64 walks, 19 home runs in 85. He will be in charge of trying to save the Cardinals' season tonight. Trying to finish them off is this lineup for the Astros. Leading off, we've got Phil Garner at third base, Kevin Bass is in center field, Bill Duran is at second base, Jose Cruz is in left field, Jerry Mumphrey is in right field, Mark Bailey's catching, Craig Reynolds is at shortstop, Harry Spillman is at first base, and as mentioned, Bob Nepper is the starting pitcher tonight. So that's the lineup that's coming into the Astrodome to try to finish off Danny Cox and the Cardinals in this 1985 replay. Leading off for the Astros, we've got Phil Garner. 268 average, 6 home runs, 51 RBIs in 85. And I will see you guys at the top of the second. Cox looking in at Nieto for the sign. Fans here at the Astrodome are loud, hoping the Astros can get this series over here tonight. Cox will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. That is a 561. That's over to shortstop Ozzie Smith. And that'll be a ground ball right at him. Smith will take his time with that one. He will move that over to first for out number 1. Kevin Bass, now the batter. 269 average, 16 home runs, 68 RBIs in 85. Cox looking in at Nieto for the sign. He will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. That is a 584. That's into center field McGee, and that'll be a fly ball right at him. McGee may be taking 2 steps to his right, but he will make that catch, and that is out number 2. Two outs, and Bill Duran, now the batter for the Astros. 287 average, 14 home runs, 59 RBIs in 85. Cox looking in at Nieto for the sign. Fans here at the Astrodome are loud. Cox will set, and he will pitch. That is a 503. That'll give us another rare play with 2 outs. This time it'll be a 161. And a 161 says, batter's hit by the pitch. Plunk, ouch. Cox comes a little too far in with the heat, and that'll drill him. Let's see, 161. Right. There's already been a hit by a pitch. By either team, this triggers a brawl. This does not trigger a brawl. Duran will go to first on the hit batter, though. I was pondering if I needed to put in the warnings already. I decided not to, but I may revisit that if things start getting a little bit chippy. Here's Jose Cruz. 300 average, 9 home runs, 79 RBIs in 85. He will be the batter for the Astros next. Cox will get the sign from Nieto. He will set. Here's the kick, and here comes the pitch. That is a 353. And a 353 is going to be a base hit on the infield for Cruz. He will get on with a 2-out single. That'll move Duran up to second. All of a sudden, the Astros have something going on with 2 outs. Jerry Mumphrey, now the batter. 277 average, 8 home runs, 61 RBIs in 85. Cox looking in at Nieto for the sign. Fans at the Astrodome are loud, hoping the Astros can get something out of this. Cox will set, and he will pitch. That is a 290 against a switch left to 290. Uh-oh. Mumphrey's into one. That is deep to right field. Mumphrey has got a power of a 3. What does he do with this one? Mumphrey's going to get that one down. That's going to get down in right field. That will be a double, and the Astros are going to take the lead. Cruz could try to score. Well, Duran's going to score. Cruz with a speed of 5 against the right fielder. Right fielder for the Cardinals is Van Slyke with a 7 arm. Cruz will hold it at third, but the Astros will take the lead. Duran will score. Cruz to third. Mumphrey to second. 1-0 in favor of the Astros. Stadium cheers. Yay! As Mark Bailey is now the batter. 265 average, 10 home runs, 45 RBIs in 85. Cardinals manager is desperately trying to forget the bullpen phone exists this early in the game. Cox looking maybe a little bit shaken here. The lights are on bright tonight. Cruz is at third. Mumphrey's at second. Cox will get the sign from Nieto. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 379. And a 379 is going to be a base hit into left field. And the Astros are going to get 2 more runs out of that. Oop, hold on. I'm on the wrong side. Here we go. Cruz will trot to the plate. Here comes the throw from Mumphrey. He will score as well. Cruz and Mumphrey both score. Bailey to first. 3-0 in favor of the Astros. Stadium cheers. Yay! Cardinals bench is not happy. Here's Reynolds. Reynolds tonight, or Craig Reynolds is the batter. 272 average, 4 home runs, 32 RBIs in 85. Already a 3-0 Astros lead. This could be a long night for the Cardinals. Cox will get the sign from Nieto. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 545. That's over to second base. Second base is her. And a 545 is going to get past her into right field. That'll be a base hit. And the Astros keep coming with 2 outs. Harry Spillman, now the batter. 136 average, 1 home run, 4 RBIs in 85. Already a 3-0 lead for the Astros here in the bottom of the first. Bailey at second, Reynolds at first. Cox will get the sign from Nieto. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 140. And a 140 is going to be grounded over to first. Grabbing that for the Cardinals is going to be Clark. He will throw that over to Cox, coming over to cover the bag, and that will retire the side. But the Astros strike first. 3 runs on 4 hits and a hit batter. Houston holding a 3-0 lead after 1. If that's anything to go by, the Cardinals could be in for a very long night and a very lonely flight heading back to St. Louis. And yep, 3-0 Astros as we get set for the top of the second. Nepper finishes his warm-up tosses, and Jack Clark is now the batter. 281 average, 22 home runs, 87 RBIs in 85. Already a 3-0 lead for the Astros here after 1. Cardinals trying to extend their season. That won't help. Nepper will get the sign from Bailey. He's got to be feeling good with a 3-0 lead. Nepper will set, and he will pitch. That is a 305. And a 305 is going to be a swing and a miss as Clark gets in front of a slider for strike 3. Out number 1 in the inning. Ozzie Smith is now the batter. 276 average, 6 home runs, 54 RBIs in 85. Jester would probably be pulling his hair out right now if he saw this. Nepper will get the sign from Bailey. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 275 against a switch right. 275. Uh-oh. Smith is into 1 to left field. Smith has only got a power of a 1, though. What can he do with this pitch? That's a 5 to left field. And that's going to be a bloop single for Smith. He'll get just enough of that one to get it out of the infield, but he will be at first with a single. The infield will go to double play depth. Ivan De Jesus, now the batter. 222 average, no home runs, 7 RBIs in 85. He's going to lay down the bunt, and I think the corners are going to come in expecting it. So Nepper will get the sign from Bailey as I try to make sure I hold my pen here. Nepper will set, and here comes De Jesus with the bunt. Let's see, 9, right? Yep, 9 and 6 is 15. And a 15 is going to be a possible fielder's choice right in front of the plate. Smith with a speed of 6 against Bailey with an arm of 4. They're going to take the sure out. The Astros are going to take the sure out. This is not the night. This is not a night to be getting cute. So Bailey will take the sure out at first for the second out of the inning. Smith will go to second. 2 outs in the inning. Andy Van Slyke is now the batter. 259 average, 13 home runs, 55 RBIs in 85. Nepper will get the sign from Bailey. He'll look over to Smith. Nepper will set. Here's the kick, and here comes the pitch. That is a 288. against a lefty, 288. Van Slyke's into one. That's deep to right field. Van Slyke with the power of a 7. Does he cut into this Cardinals lead? Or this Astros lead? The Cardinals deficit. Van Slyke gets into that one. That's into right field, but he gets under it just enough. Mumphrey will have room near the wall. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. Stadium size. Phew! Nothing across except a single for the Cardinals as we get set for the bottom of the second. Houston still holding a 3-0 lead. It sounded great coming off the bat from Van Slyke, but he got under it just enough as Nepper was able to put it just a little bit too high for Van Slyke to get a hold of it and take it far. Speaking of Nepper, bottom of the second brings Bob Nepper up to the plate for his first appearance tonight. Cox will get the sign from Nieto. Astros holding a 3-0 lead. Cox will set, and he will pitch. That is going to be a 6-10. That'll turn into a 6-20 and get popped up on the infield. Calling everybody off in the infield grass is going to be HOU. He will make the catch, and that is 1 out in the inning. Garner is now the batter. Garner grounded out his first time up. Astros with a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the second in this game 3 of this series. Cox looking into Nieto for the sign. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 1-14. That'll turn into a 3-14. And Garner gets frozen by the high heat for strike 3, out number 2. Two outs, and here's Bass. Bass is 0 for 1 tonight. Cox will get the sign from Nieto. He will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. That is a 158, and a 158 is going to be a fly ball into left field. Coleman will get to that one. He'll have plenty of room before the track. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros here in the bottom of the second. Houston holding on to a 3-0 lead after 2. Top of the third brings us to the bottom of the Cardinals' order. Danny Cox takes his first appearance for the Cardinals. Nepper looking in at his counterpart. He's got to feel on a pitcher-to-pitcher level, he's got to feel an amount of sympathy for Cox, trying to save his team's season. But Nepper has a job to do. He will get the sign from Bailey. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 400 even. And with an I rating of a 3, Cox is going to work a leadoff walk out of the at-bat. Cox will go to first. Infield will go to double play depth. And here's Nieto. Nieto tonight has a single, but he got caught stealing on a failed hit and run, which the Cardinals... Actually, Nieto is going to lay down the bunt, and the corners are going to come in expecting it. They know Nieto doesn't have good power, but he will come in for the bunt. Nepper will get the sign from Bailey. He will set, Nieto will square, and here's the pitch. Let's see, 15 and 6 is 21. And that's going to be a good sacrifice. Cox will move over to second. That'll be hit right over to first. Where the only play Spillman will have is over to first, 1 out in the inning, as Cox will advance to second. And here's Coleman. Coleman is 1-for-1 with a single, and he stole a base. And the infield, are they going to continue to play in expecting the bunt? No, they're actually going to play back. They don't think, well, yeah, they're going to play back. Coleman is probably not a good enough bunt here. Cardinals aren't going to lay it down. They want to try to get this run in. Nepper will get the sign from Bailey. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 548. And to Duran, 548, that's going to be a base hit into right field. Cox, with a speed of 0, he will hold at third. Coleman will go to second. The infield will play in. Batter is McGee. McGee tonight is 0-for-1. Cox has got a speed of 0. Let's see, 1, 3. I'm checking arms in case you're wondering what I'm doing. 3-0. Cox has to go on contact. Nepper will get the sign from Bailey. Fans at the Astrodome are loud. Nepper will set, and he will pitch. That is a 669. And a 669 is going to be grounded right back to Nepper. He will bring the throw to the... he will bring the throw to the plate as Cox was going on contact. He's got to beat a 10 to the plate. Nepper's got an arm of a 2. Here comes the throw from Nepper as it's grounded right back to him. He'll throw it in. The throw. Cox is out. Here comes the tag is in time for Bailey. 2 outs in the inning. Stadium cheers. Yay! As Cox is thrown out at the plate, everybody moves up. 2 outs in the inning, and the batter now is HOU. HOU tonight is 0-for-1. Cardinals cannot seem to catch a break here, but they've got something going on here with 2 outs in the top of the third. Nepper will get the sign from Bailey, and he will pitch. That is a 685. And a 685 is going to be a base hit, and the Cardinals are going to get on the board. Coleman will score. McGee will go to third. HOU to first. 3-1 Astros. Stadium groans. Ugh. Batter now is Clark. Clark tonight is 0-for-1. Nepper has got to shake that one off. He will get the sign from Bailey. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 517. And a 517 for Nepper is going to be a base hit into center field, and the Cardinals are going to extend this. Right. Okay. I lost track of things here a little bit. The Cardinals are going to cut into the lead again. Here comes McGee. He will score. Everybody else will move up. 3-2 in favor of the Astros. Stadium groans. Ugh. And here's Smith. Smith has a single tonight. Nepper has got to shake that one off. He will get the sign from Bailey. Nepper will set, and he will pitch. That is a 587. That'll be into center field for Bass. That'll drop in front of... That'll get to the wall behind Bass. That'll be a double, and the Cardinals are going to take the lead. HOU will score. Clark will score. Smith to second. 4-3 in favor of the Cardinals. Stadium barfs. Bleh. Right. Just making sure I got everything straight here. Hey, DeJesus is now the batter. DeJesus has a sacrifice hit. 4-3 Cardinals, just like that, top of the third. Nepper will get the sign from Bailey. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 258. And against a righty at 258, uh-oh, that is deep to left field. De Jesus with a power of a 0, though. What can he do with this pitch? De Jesus is going to get under that one. That'll get into left field. Tracking that one down, coming in is Cruz. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. But what an inning if you're a Cardinals fan. 4 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, and a sacrifice bunt. The Cardinals now have a 4-3 lead heading into the bottom of the third. I think this is I was going to say this is the first time the Cardinals have led all series, but no, it's not the first time they've led. And yes, that is a huge inning for the Cardinals. Let's see if the Astros can get that back. This offense is very capable of getting that run back. Here's Duran. Duran tonight was hit by a pitch. Cox will get the sign from Nieto. He's got to be feeling good with a 4-3 lead. Cox will set, and he will pitch. That is a 390. And a 390 is going to be a base hit for Duran into right field. He will be content leading off with a single. He could try to extend it into a double, but Van Slyke's got a pretty good arm. He will hold it first. And just like that, the tying run is on. The Cardinals are at double play depth. And here's Cruz. Cruz is 1 for 1 with a single. Duran might try to steal here. No, Cox is actually a very good pickoff. Duran will hold. Cruz will bat. Cox will get the sign from Nieto. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 287 against the lefty, 287. Uh-oh. Cruz is into one. That is deep to right field. Cruz with a power of a 5. Does he give the Astros the lead? Right back. What's left of the ball says the Astros just took the lead right back with a boom! That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep to right field. Van Slyke is going back for that one. He's back to the track, back to the wall, and the pieces of that ball are going to end up somewhere in the upper deck. Home run, Jose Cruz. The Astros take the lead right back. 5-4 Astros. Stadium cheers. Yay! And the Cardinals are thinking about the situation they were dreading here, having to make a call to the bullpen. Here's Mumphrey. Mumphrey is 1 for 1 with a double. Cox trying to shake that one off. This is going to be a wild night. I don't think I want to be a starting pitcher tonight. Cox will get the sign from Nieto. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 496. And against a righty, a 496. Uh-oh. Mumphrey's into one. That's also deep to right field. Mumphrey with a power of a 3, though. Do the Astros go back to back? Mumphrey gets into one to right field, but he's going to be under that one. Van Slyke will track that one down near the wall. He will make that catch. That will be out number 1. Cardinals bench sighs. Phew. Stadium groans. Ugh. Here's Bailey. Bailey tonight is 1 for 1 with a single. 5-4 Astros, bottom of the third. This is going to be one of those nights, folks. Cox will get the sign from Nieto. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 238. Against a switch left at 238. It's going to be a base hit for Bailey. He will get that into the gap. That will be a single. That'll be a seeing eye single for Bailey. The infield will go to double play depth. Reynolds, now the batter. Reynolds tonight is 1 for 1. He's got a single. Bailey, not a threat to steal. He's going nowhere. Reynolds, ooh, do they lay down the bunt here? Yeah. I think the Cardinals are, or the Reynolds is going to lay down the bunt. The corners are going to come in. 5-4 Astros, bottom of the third. This is going to be an offensive kind of night. Cox will get the sign from Nieto. He will set. Here's the pitch. Reynolds squares for the bunt. That looks like it's going to be a really good bunt. So 12 and 17 is 29. And that's going to be all runners advance, batter out. So Bailey's already going to second. Reynolds has got to beat so the arm that's over to first base. That'll be over to Clark, who's got a 2 arm. So Reynolds with a speed of 3's got to beat a 12 to the bag. Actually, I think I've got that backwards where Clark's got to beat a speed of 13 to the bag. He's got an arm of 2. And here comes Clark with that. It's going to be a race. Reynolds slides in, and Clark just barely beats Reynolds' slide to the bag. Reynolds is out. 2 outs in the inning. Wow. That was a very close play, but Clark will make it over. 2 outs in the inning. Spillman, now the batter. Spillman grounded out his first time up. Cox will get the sign from Nieto. He will set. Here's the kick, and here comes the pitch. That is a 572. That's into left field, where Coleman is waiting for that one, and that'll be a fly ball right to Coleman. He will take his time, track that down, make the catch, and that will retire the side. The Astros take the lead back, though. 2 runs on 3 hits, a sacrifice bunt, a 2-run bomb by Jose Cruz. The Astros now holding a 5-4 lead after 3. Both starting pitchers are getting hammered tonight as we head into the top of the 4th. And yeah, the Cardinals are feeling a lot better than they were just an inning ago. This is going to be a wild one. Philip, I would suggest you buckle your seatbelt tonight. Top of the 4th coming up, and Van Slyke is now the batter. Van Slyke is 0 for 1. Everybody else, also buckle your seatbelts. This is going to be a wild one. Nepper will get the sign from Bailey. 5-4 Astros, top of the 4th. Cardinals facing elimination. Nepper will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. That is a 694, and a 694. Van Slyke's going to get into one. That'll get into the gap, and Van Slyke will have a leadoff triple. The infield will play in. Batter now is Cox. Cox is 0 for 1. Cox has a walk. Van Slyke is going on contact. With a speed of 7, he's better than every arm there. Nepper will get the sign from Bailey. Fans at the Astrodome are loud, hoping Nepper can get around a leadoff triple. Nepper will set, and he will pitch. That is a 173, and a 173 is going to be a bloop single, and that'll be enough for Cox to help his own cause and tie this game. Cox will go to first. Van Slyke will score. We are tied at 5. Cox jumping up and down on first base saying DH. I don't need no stinking DH. Here's Nieto. Nieto is 1 for 1 with a single and a sacrifice hit. Let's see. What do the Cardinals want to do here? They're going to have Nieto swing away. Tied at 5 here on the top of the 4th. Nepper will get the sign from Bailey. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 230, and a 230 against the righty is going to be a ground ball over to third. Grabbing that one for the Astros is going to be Garner. He will throw that over to first for out number 1. Cox will make second on the play. Here's Coleman. Coleman tonight is 2 for 2 with the 2 singles and a stolen base. Cox waits with the go-ahead run at second. Nepper will get the sign from Bailey. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 560. That'll be over to Reynolds at shortstop, and it'll be a ground ball right to him. Reynolds will take his time. He will throw that over to first for out number 2. Cox will make third on the play. McGee, now the batter. McGee is 0 for 2 tonight. Tied at 5, bottom of the 4th. Nepper will get the sign from Bailey. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 621. And a 621 is going to get popped up on the infield. Duran calling everybody off just out of the infield. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits. The Cardinals have tied this game right back at 5, heading into the bottom of the 4th. This is going to be a wild back-and-forth affair tonight. Bottom of the 4th for the Astros, Nepper leading off. Nepper tonight is 0 for 1. Cox will get the sign from Nieto. Fans at the Astrodome are loud. Cox will set, and he will pitch. That is a 401, and based on an I rating of a 3, a 401, Cox is going to lead off the inning, committing his own Cardinal sin and walking Nepper. And just like that, the Astros have the go-ahead run on. The infield will go to double play depth. Batter now is Garner. Garner is 0 for 2 tonight. Nepper, not a threat to steal. He will hold. Cox will get the sign from Nieto. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 484. And against a righty, 484 is going to be a fly ball into center field. Tracking that one down for the Cardinals is McGee. He will make the catch. 1 out in the inning. Bass is now the batter. Bass is 0 for 2 tonight. Tied at 5, bottom of the 4th. Cox will get the sign from Nieto. Bass will swing away. Cox will set, and he will pitch. That is a 139, and a 139 is going to be grounded over to first. Clark will grab that one for the Cardinals. Cox will come over to cover the bag. He'll take the throw. 2 outs in the inning. Nepper will make second. Duran, now the batter. Duran tonight is 1 for 1 with a single, and he's been hit by a pitch. Nepper waits at second with the go-ahead run. Cox will get the sign from Nieto. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 338, and a 338 is going to be a base hit on the infield. Nepper will go to third. Duran will go to first. We've got runners at the corners for 2 outs, and the batter now is Cruz. Cruz is 2 for 2 with a single and a 2-run homer. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Cox trying to get out of jam here. Astros with a chance to take the lead right back. Cox will get the sign from Nieto. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 537. That's over to first base. First base for the Cardinals is Clark, And that's going to be a base hit into right field. The Astros take the lead. Here comes Nepper. He will score. Duran to second. Cruz to first. 6-5 Astros. Stadium cheers. Yay! The batter now is Mumphrey. Mumphrey tonight is 1 for 2 with a double, and the Cardinals are now facing their nightmare. But with a 6-5 lead, they don't have a choice. They have to get somebody warming up in the bullpen. Cox is not going to give them the workhorse outing they need tonight. The Cardinals need long relief. They're going to get Ricky Horton warming up in the bullpen. We're also going to get some activity in the Astros bullpen, as Nepper has not been great tonight either. Getting loose for the Astros is going to be mostly righties in their lineup. They're going to get... The Astros are going to get Jeff Calhoun warming up. The Cardinals, facing their worst nightmare, they're going to have to go to the bullpen most likely earlier than they would like. Pitcher's spot would be due up sixth in the fifth. But it's entirely possible with this Houston offense that the Cardinals may not get that far. Duran at second, Cruz at first. Cox will get the sign from Nieto. Fans at the Astrodome are loud. Cox will set, and he will pitch. That is a 538. That's over to first base once again. Clark, 538. That is going to be another base hit into right field, and the bases are full of Astros. Bases are full of Astros with 2 outs, and the batter now is Bailey. Bailey tonight is 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Fans at the Astrodome are loud. 6-5 Astros, bottom of the 4th. Duran at third, Cruz at second, Mumphrey at first. No place to put Bailey. Cox will get the sign from Nieto. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 357, and a 357 is going to be a fly ball into left field. Van Slyke getting under that one. Bailey got under it, and he knows it. Van Slyke will make the catch. That will retire the side. But what an inning for the Astros. One run on 1, 2, 3 hits and a walk. But that's good enough for the Astros to take the lead back 6-5 after 4. I expect this to be a down-to-the-wire game with a lot of lead changes and possibly a Game of the Year candidate when this season is all said and done. And yes, indeed, Bailey just got under it. Top of the 5th coming up brings us back to the back to the middle of the Cardinals' order. Here's her as Nepper finishes up his warm-up tosses. Her tonight is 1 for 2 with a single. 6-5 Astros, top of the 5th. Houston wins, they go to the NLCS. St. Louis wins, Game 4 is on Sunday. Nepper will get the sign from Bailey. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 6-10. And a 6-10, Her's going to get frozen by a changeup for strike 3, out number 1. Her looking at the umpire and says, hey, that pitch was out of bounds. The umpire says, no, you're out of bounds. You're also out. Go sit. Sorry, just checking my phone, catching up with things here. Clark, now the batter. Clark tonight is 1 for 2 with a single. Nepper looking in at Bailey for the sign. He will set. Here's the kick. And here comes the pitch. That is a 678. And a 678 is going to be a bloop single for Clark. He will get on with a 1-out single. That'll just get out of the infield. Help if I could spell soft properly in Digital Diamond. Double play depth for the Astros, and the batter now is Smith. Smith is 2 for 2 with a single and a double tonight. Nepper gets the sign from Bailey. Astros bench is telling Nepper, get out of the inning. Nepper will set, and he will pitch. That is a 223 against a switch right. A 223 is going to be a ground ball over to third. Grabbing that one is Garner. He will make the play over to first. 2 outs in the inning. Clark will move up to second. Two outs, and here's DeJesus. DeJesus tonight is 0 for 1 with a sacrifice hit. Nepper trying to get out of the fifth. Pitcher's spot is due up third. The Astros are thinking they're probably going to pinch hit here. Nepper will get the sign from Bailey. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 425 against the lefty. A 425 is going to be a fly ball into right field. Mumphrey will track that one down for the Astros. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except the single for the Cardinals. We are still at a 6-5 Astros lead at the halfway point heading into the bottom of the fifth. Cox is going to come out to start the bottom of the fifth, but I'm not sure how long he's going to last. Leading off for the Astros in the bottom of the fifth is Reynolds. Reynolds tonight is 1 for 1 with a single and a sacrifice hit. Cox will get the sign from Nieto. He will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. That is a 149, and a 149 is going to be a fly ball into left field. That'll be not Van Slyke. That'll be Coleman getting under that one for the Cardinals. He will make the catch. Out number 1 in the inning. Spillman is now the batter. Spillman tonight is 0 for 2. Cox looking in at Nieto for the sign. He will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. That is a 277 against a lefty. Spillman's into one that is deep to right field. Spillman with a power of a 5. Does he extend this Astros lead? The Astros would love to get some breathing room on a Cardinals offense that seems to have woken up for this game. Spillman gets under that one. He's into right field with it, but the ball's going to die out there as Van Slyke is going to track that one down for out number 2 in the inning. Nepper's been a little bit shaky. He's going to come out of the game. The Astros are going to pinch hit for Nepper. He hasn't been terrible, but with a 6-5 lead, the Astros are not wanting to take any chances here. And coming in to pinch hit for the Astros is going to be Denny Walling. 270 average, 7 home runs, 45 RBIs, and 85. The Astros do not want to take any chances tonight. They're not going to send Nepper out to start for the 6th. Cox will get the sign from Nieto. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 644. That'll turn into a 654 and be a ground ball over to third. Grabbing that one at third is going to be DeJesus. He will throw that over to first, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros here in the bottom of the 5th. Houston holding on to a 6-5 lead after 5. Checking in with chat real quick. Astros need a pitcher. Coming in to pitch for the Astros, again, they're not taking any chances with this elimination game, and Nepper being a little bit shaky tonight. They're going to go to the bullpen early. Coming in to pitch for the Astros is going to be Jeff Calhoun, 2-5 with a 2.54 ERA, 63 2/3 innings pitched, 47 strikeouts, 24 walks, 2 home runs, and 85. Van Slyke will be the batter. Van Slyke tonight is 1 for 2, but he's got a triple. Calhoun trying to keep this game right where it is. He will get the sign from Bailey. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 473 against a lefty. A 473. Van Slyke's going to get into one into the gap. He'll get into another one. That's going to be a double. Van Slyke trying to do his part to extend the Cardinals' season. Cox is going to come out of the game. The Cardinals are going to go to the bench here. This is probably the Cardinals' worst nightmare because they're still remembering that bullpen implosion in Game 2. Coming in to pinch hit for the Cardinals, they need somebody who hits lefties decently well. As the Cardinals nervously make the call to the bullpen to make sure Horton's ready to come in. The pinch hitter for the Cardinals is going to be Tito Landrum. 280 average, 4 home runs, 21 RBIs, and 85. He will be the pinch hitter for the Cardinals. Calhoun with Van Slyke at second. Bailey will give him the sign. Calhoun will set, and he will pitch. That is a 668. And a 668 is going to be grounded over to first. Grabbing that one for the Astros is going to be Spillman. He will take that. He'll grab that. Calhoun will come over to cover the bag. Calhoun will take the throw. 1 out in the inning. Van Slyke moves over to third. Van Slyke moves over to third. 1 out. The infield has got to play in. And here's Nieto. Nieto tonight is 0 for 1 with a single and a sacrifice hit. Van Slyke is going on contact. Calhoun gets the sign from Bailey. He will set. The Astrodome is loud, and Calhoun will pitch. That is a 435. And against the lefty, that'll be a ground ball over to short. Picking that one up is going to be Reynolds, but the throw is going to come to the plate. Reynolds with an arm of a 3. Who's got the challenge here? Actually, let me just double check. The challenge here is going to be 10 plus the runner's speed. Okay, so Cruz has got to beat a 17. Van Slyke, or not Cruz, Reynolds with an arm of a 3. Here comes Van Slyke with a tying run. Reynolds brings the throw to the plate. Yeah. Here comes the throw from Reynolds. Let's re-roll that. Let's see. Reynolds with a 9. 5 is 14. Van Slyke comes through. Here comes the throw from Reynolds. It's going to be high. Van Slyke is going to score. And this game is going to be tied once again. Van Slyke scores. Nieto to first. We are tied at 6. Stadium groans. Ugh. Hold on. I just marked the wrong side again. There we go. Infield will go back to double play depth. Hold it. Oh, no, Van Slyke scored. Never mind. Coleman, now the batter. Coleman tonight is 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a stolen base. Nieto, not a threat to steal. He will hold. Coleman is going to swing away. Calhoun gets the sign from Bailey. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 130. 130 is going to be a 330, and Coleman gets frozen by a curveball for strike 3. That is out number 2. Two outs in the inning, and here's McGee. McGee tonight is 0 for 3. Calhoun gets the sign from Bailey. We are tied at 6 in the top of the 6th. Calhoun will set, and he will pitch. That is a 472. Against a lefty, a 472 is going to be a fly ball into center field. Getting under that one for the Astros is going to be Bass. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. Cardinals tie this game using 2 hits, getting 1 run on 2 hits. We are tied at 6, heading into the home half of the 6th inning. Been a wild one here, folks. Hopefully you guys are enjoying a little bit of Tuesday night baseball as the Cardinals try to stave off elimination tonight. Cardinals need a pitcher. Coming in to pitch for the Cardinals, they're going to go to a little bit of long relief. As trotting out from the bullpen, very nervous, I can assure you. As the Cardinals remember all of this. Remember game 2. Coming in to pitch is Ricky Horton. 3-2 with a 2.91 ERA. 89 2/3 innings pitched, 59 strikeouts, 34 walks, 5 home runs in 85. He will be the pitcher for the Cardinals. Leading off the inning is Garner. I got confused because I marked off Garner inadvertently. Garner tonight is 0 for 3. We are going to get some more activity in the Astros bullpen, as getting loose for the Astros is going to be, let's see, switch righty switch. Julio Solano is going to get loose for the Astros in the bullpen. Coming back to the plate, Garner will be the batter for the Astros. Horton will get the sign from Nieto, tied at 6th in the bottom of the 6th. Horton will set, and he will pitch. That is a 590. That's a 559, I should say. That'll be over to third base, where DeJesus waits for that one, and DeJesus is going to pick that one up. He's going to drop it, and Garner will be safe at first on the error by DeJesus. Horton looking over at DeJesus going, "Come on, man. What are you doing? We've got enough problems with the season on the line." Infield goes to double play depth. Bass, now the batter. Bass tonight is 0 for 3. Garner, not a threat to steal. He will hold. Bass will swing away. Horton will get the sign from Nieto. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 657. That'll turn into a 667. And be a ground ball right back over to first. Clark will grab that one. Horton will come over to cover. That'll be 1 out in the inning. Garner will make second on the play, though. Duran is now the batter. Duran tonight is 2 for 2 with 2 singles, and he's been hit by a pitch. Garner waits at second with the go-ahead run. Horton looking in at Nieto for the sign. He will set. Here's the kick, and here comes the pitch. That is a 283 against a switch right. 283. Uh-oh. Duran's into one. That is deep to center field. Duran with a power of a 6. Does he give the Astros the lead? Duran gets into that one, but he's under it. That'll get into center field where it's going to die out there. McGee will hunt that one down. He'll make the catch. 2 outs in the inning. Stadium groans. Ugh. Cruz is now the batter. Cruz tonight is 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a home run. Horton knows he's got to be careful with Cruz. A mistake could give the Astros the lead right back. Horton will get the sign from Nieto. Fans at the Astrodome are loud. Horton will set, and he will pitch. That is a 344, and a 344 is going to be a base hit by Cruz on the infield. Cruz reaches again. The Cardinals cannot figure Cruz out tonight. Could that be their downfall? Runners at the corners with 2 outs, and the batter now is Mumphrey. Mumphrey is 2 for 3 with a single and a double tonight. Horton. Nieto goes out and talks to Horton on the mound. Fans at the Astrodome are going nuts, hoping the Astros can get the go-ahead run across. Horton will get the sign from Nieto. He will set. Here's the kick, and here comes the pitch. That is a 599, and that's going to be into right field. Going after that one is going to be Van Slyke, and that'll drop for a base hit into right field. The Astros are going to take the lead right back. Garner will score. Cruz to second. Mumphrey to first. 7-6 Astros. Stadium cheers. Yay! This middle of the order for the Astros is really doing some damage on the Cardinals tonight. Stepping into the batter's box now is Bailey. Bailey tonight is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Astros with a 7-6 lead. Horton still in a jam. Cruz at second, Mumphrey at first. Horton will get the sign from Nieto. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 270 against a switch right. 270 is going to be a ground ball over to short. Grabbing that one is going to be Smith. He will take his time, throw that over to first, and that will retire the side. But the Astros take the lead back. 2 hits and an error. 1 run, 2 hits and an error. The Astros now with a 7-6 lead heading into after 6. One thing is for sure, though, the Cardinals are not going quietly into the night. They are determined to fight this game to a finish. As Troy Sawyer now joins us here at the Astrodome. And yep, we had 6s across the board for a minute, but now we don't anymore. Calhoun is going to come out of the game for the Astros. The Astros are going to go to the bullpen. They're trying to avoid as much funny business as they can here. And coming in to pitch for the Astros is going to be Julio Solano. 2-2 with a 3.48 ERA. 33 2/3 innings pitched, 17 strikeouts, 13 walks, 5 home runs in 85. He will have the middle of the Cardinals order to contend with here in the top of the 7th. Here's Her. Her tonight is 1 for 3 with a single. 7-6 Astros, top of the 7th. Astros win, they go to the NLCS. Cardinals win, Game 4 is on Sunday. Game 4, though, is going to feature a rematch of Game 1, as Joaquin Andujar will be up for the Cardinals, and Nolan Ryan will be waiting for the Astros. Solano gets the sign from Bailey. Fans at the Astrodome are loud. Solano will set, and he will pitch. That is a 270 against a switch left. 270, Her's into one that is deep to right field. Her with a power of a 3. What does he do with this pitch? Her gets under it. He's going to lift that one into right field. Mumphrey is going to come in for that one slightly, but he will make the catch, and that is out number 1. 1 out, and here's Clark. Clark tonight is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Solano looks into Bailey for the sign. This is going to be down to the wire, folks. I'm sure of it. Solano will set, and he will pitch. That is a 639, and a 639 is going to be a fly ball into center field. Bass going back for that one. He's near the track, but he will have plenty of room for that one to make the catch. 2 outs in the inning. Smith, now the batter. Smith tonight is 2 for 3 with a single and a double. Solano looking in to Bailey for the sign. He will set. Here's the kick, and here comes the pitch. That is a 390, and a 390 is going to be a ground ball over to second base. Duran will get to that one easily, coming to his left. He will make the play over to first, and that will retire the side. If you're the Astros, you are very happy to hear 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals here in the top of the 7th, as the Astros hold on to a 7-6 lead. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." I will take a small break. And yes, indeed, that is a huge 1, 2, 3 inning for the Astros to hold the Cardinals in check. Don't forget, we'll have no baseball tomorrow night, as I will be playing Invaders from Dimension X by Tiny Battle Publishing. Next time we get together, we will be at Exhibition Stadium in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Next time we get together for baseball, I should say, we will be at Exhibition Stadium in Toronto, Ontario, Canada for Game 3 of the American League Division Series between the California Angels and the Toronto Blue Jays. That series is tied at 1 game apiece. It'll be Don Sutton going for, let me just double check here, yes. Don Sutton will be going for the Angels, and Jimmy Key will be going for the Blue Jays. That should be a good one at Exhibition Stadium on Thursday night. Angels and the Blue Jays. We are far from done here at the Astrodome, though, as we are getting set for the bottom of the 7th, and we're looking at the bottom of the Astros order. Leading off the bottom of the 7th for the Astros, we've got Reynolds. Reynolds tonight is 1 for 2 with a single and a sacrifice hit. 7-6 Astros, bottom of the 7th. We're going to get some activity in the Astros bullpen, as once again the Astros are not in the mood for funny business. Mike Madden is going to start getting loose for the Astros. Horton will get the sign from Nieto. Fans at the Astrodome are loud, hoping Houston can finish this series right here. Horton will set, and he will pitch. That is a 628. That'll turn into a 638 and be a fly ball into center field. Going back for that one is McGee. He will have room near the wall. He'll have room near the track, but he'll make the catch, and that will be out number 1. Spillman, now the batter. Spillman tonight is 0 for 3. Whoa, that is not what I wanted to see. Horton will look to Nieto for the sign. He will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. That is a 453 against the lefty. A 453 is going to be a ground ball over to first. Clark will grab that one. He'll wave Horton off coming over to cover the bag. Take it there himself. 2 outs in the inning. Excuse me. Solano is going to come out of the game. The Astros are trying to avoid as much funny business as they can here tonight. The Astros are going to go to the bench once again. They want to get some breathing room here on the Cardinals. because the Cardinals seem to be awake. And against the lefty, they want... all right. Just updating my score sheet here, my scorebook. That's not what I wanted to do. I've got to go to the pinch hit button if I want to pinch hit. And yes, it is a great series going on between the Blue Jays and the Angels. My color commentator in ChatGPT expects that one to go the full 5 games. And I can't say as I disagree. Coming into pinch hit for the Astros is going to be Dickie Thon. 251 average, 6 home runs, 29 RBIs, and 85. He will be the pinch hitter for the Astros here. Horton will get the sign. Horton will get the sign from Nieto. 7-6 Astros, bottom of the 6th. 2 outs in the inning. Horton will set, and he will pitch. That is a 4-14, and a 4-14 against the lefty is going to be a ground ball over to third. Grabbing that for the Cardinals is DeJesus. He will throw that over to first carefully, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Astros here in the bottom of the 7th. Houston holding on to a 7-6 lead after 7. Second with chat real quick. And for their playoff lives, winner of Game 3 will take control. And a full 5 for that series, we are very much expecting that, me and my buddy at ChatGPT. Astros need a pitcher here tonight in the top of the 8th. Coming in to pitch for the Astros is going to be Mike Madden. No wins, no losses, 4.26 ERA, 19 innings pitched, 16 strikeouts, 11 walks, 1 home run, and 85. Leading off for the Cardinals is going to be DeJesus. DeJesus tonight is 0-for-2 with a sacrifice hit. Cardinals are going to get some activity in their bullpen as well, as getting loose for the Cardinals. Let's see, they're looking at the top of the order. Righty switch. The Astros are going to get, or not the Astros, the Cardinals are going to get, their bullpen options are not that great, but they're going to get, F it, we could be going for extras. They're going to get Kurt Kepcher warming up for the Cardinals. He'll start getting loose for the Cardinals. 7-6 Astros, top of the 8th. Mike Madden trying to hold this game right where it is. Madden will get the sign from Bailey. Fans at the Astrodome are loud. Madden will set, and he will pitch. That will be a 295, and a 295 against the righty is going to be a ground ball over to short. Grabbing that one is going to be Reynolds. He will make the play over to first, out number 1. Here's Van Slyke. Van Slyke tonight is 2-for-3 with a triple and a double. Madden will get the sign from Bailey. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 252. Against the lefty at 252. Van Slyke's going to get frozen by the heat for strike 3. That is out number 2. Stadium cheers. Yay! Horton is going to come out of the game. The Cardinals are going to go to the bench once again. Coming in to pinch hit for the Cardinals, you want somebody who hits lefties well. They need to get somebody on. Sure. Cardinals are playing great for their playoff lives tonight. Coming in to pinch it for the Cardinals is going to be Kurt Ford. 500 average, no home runs, 3 RBIs, and 85. Cardinals need a huge at-bat from Ford. Madden will look in to Bailey for the sign. 7-6 Astros, 2 outs in the inning. Let's make sure we get that updated. Madden will get the sign from Bailey. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 226. And against the lefty, a 226. Ford's going to work a 2-out walk out of the at-bat. Madden will lose control of a slider. That'll be ball 4. And Ford, the tying run, will be at first. Here's Nieto. Nieto tonight is 2 for 3, actually, with 2 singles and a sacrifice hit. Ford, not a threat to steal. He will hold. Madden will get the sign from Bailey. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 359. And a 359 is going to get popped up on the infield. Getting under that at first base is going to be Spillman. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except the walk for the Cardinals. We are still at 7-6 Astros heading into the bottom of the 8th. Cardinals need a pitcher tonight. Need a pitcher now. Coming in to pitch for the Cardinals. Coming in to pitch for the Cardinals is going to be Kurt Kepcher. 10-9 with a 4.75 ERA. 153 and a third innings pitched. 67 strikeouts. 71 walks. 16 home runs, and 85. Leading off will be Garner for the Astros. Garner tonight is 1 for 3, but he reached on an error. The Astros want no funny business here. They're going to get Dave Smith warming up in the bullpen. Kepcher will get the sign from Nieto. Astros would love to get some insurance here. Kepcher will set, and he will pitch. That is a 541. That does not sound like insurance to me. That sounds like it's going to her, and it'll be a ground ball right at him. Her will take his time, get the throw over to first, 1 out in the inning. Bass is now the batter. Bass tonight is 0 for 4. You got to think he's due, especially if you remember the last time these two teams were together on the board. Bass actually stuck it to the Cardinals by snatching victory from the jaws of defeat, letting Houston win 3-2. Kepcher will get the sign from Nieto. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 102. That'll turn, actually 102 is going to be a ground ball over to first. Clark will pick that one up. He will take that over to the bag himself. 2 outs in the inning. Duran, now the batter. Duran tonight is 2 for 3 with 2 singles, and he's been hit by a pitch. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Kepcher on the mound. He will get the sign from Nieto. He will set, and he will pitch. We're going to re-roll that die. That is a 124, and a 124 is going to be a fly ball into right field. Van Slyke getting under that one. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros here in the bottom of the 8th. Score is still 7-6 Astros after 8. But will we see some 9th inning magic? The Cardinals need some 9th inning magic if they're going to save their season here. Madden is going to come out of the game. The Astros are going, Madden's coming out of the game as the St. Louis Cardinals are running out of outs. And in order to try to finish off the Cardinals, the Astros are going to turn to their closer. The Astros are going to turn to Dave Smith. 9-5 with 27 saves, a 2.27 ERA, 79 and a third innings pitched, 40 strikeouts, 17 walks, 3 home runs in 85. He will have the top of the Cardinals order to deal with as he tries to finish the Cardinals off. Here's Coleman. Coleman tonight is 2 for 4. Smith. Fans at the Astrodome are loud, hoping the Astros can finish this series right here. Smith will get the sign from Bailey. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 236 against a switch left. 236 is going to be popped up on the infield. Garner will get under that one for the Astros. He will make the catch, 1 out in the inning. McGee is now the batter. McGee tonight is 0 for 4, but he's scored a run. Smith gets the sign from Bailey. Fans at the Astrodome are loud. Houston, 2 outs away from the National League, from the NLCS. Smith will get the sign from Bailey. He will set. Here comes the pitch. I'll re-roll that die since it ended up cocked. 567. That's over to shortstop, Reynolds. That's going to be a base hit for McGee into left field. That'll be a point of pitcher fatigue on Smith. Batter now is HOU. HOU tonight is 1 for 4. The infield is at double play depth. McGee, not... Could they try to steal with McGee here? No, I don't think you risk it here. I think you rely on contact, even though it's tempting. Smith will get the sign from Bailey. Fans at the Astrodome looking a little bit nervous. 7-6 Astros, top of the 9th. Smith will get the sign from Bailey. He will set. He will pitch. That is a 573. That's into left field. Going after that for the Astros is Cruz. 573 is going to be a fly ball into left field. Cruz coming under that one. He'll have room near the track. He will make the catch, and that is 2 outs in the inning. And the last chance for the Cardinals comes to Jack Clark. Clark tonight is 2 for 4. He's got 2 singles tonight. Clark gets on. Smith comes to the plate. Well, Ozzie Smith comes to the plate. Astros get the out. They sweep the Cardinals and go to the NLCS. Dave Smith will look into Bailey for the sign. Fans at the Astrodome are loud, hoping the Astros finish this series right now. Smith will look over to McGee. Smith will set. He will kick, and here comes the pitch. That is a 562. That's over to shortstop, Reynolds with it. And it's a ground ball right at Reynolds. He will take that one. The fans at the Astrodome are jumping up and down. Reynolds pumps once, pumps twice, pumps 3 times, throws to first. That's your game. That's your series. The Houston Astros have swept the historic National League champion St. Louis Cardinals out of these playoffs with a 7-6 victory. The Astros win this series 3-0. Stadium cheers. Yay! Nothing across except a single for the Cardinals. Final line score coming up. Most runs in a game for the Cardinals in the series, indeed. I didn't expect a game like this either tonight, Philip. I'll be perfectly honest. GPT and I were looking at this and thinking, can the Cardinals bullpen hold? And actually, they did for the most part. And yes, the Astros are definitely going to be tough against whoever makes it out of the series between the Dodgers and the Expos. In fact, GPT and I already expect it's going to be a 7-game war if the Dodgers are the ones who make it out. But let's get the final line score. For the Astros, 7 runs on 12 hits and no errors. For the Cardinals, 6 runs on 13 hits and 1 error. Winning pitcher tonight is going to be what's his name? Jeff Calhoun. He will get the win. Ricky Horton will end up taking a tough loss for the Cardinals, and Dave Smith will get the save. Julio Solano and Mike Madden will both end up with holds. And the dream for the St. Louis Cardinals dies here, as the Astros move to the National League Championship Series with a 3-0 sweep over the Cardinals. So that Game 4 on Sunday night between these two teams now is not needed. And that will do it for tonight's playthrough of season ticket baseball for these 1985 playoffs. As I mentioned, next time we get together for baseball, Game 3 will be at Exhibition Stadium in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, of the American League Division Series between the California Angels and the Toronto Blue Jays. Don Sutton will be going for the Angels, and Jimmy Key will be up for the Blue Jays. Tomorrow, as I mentioned, we are playing Invaders from Dimension X by Tiny Battle Publishing. Saturday, Mystical Munchies will continue out of the Dungeons & Dragons Flavors of the Multiverse cookbook as we make the side Tavern Noodles. Sunday, we're playing This War of Mine from Awakened Realms. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care, everyone. The Houston Astros finish off the St. Louis Cardinals in a 3-game sweep as they take a very unexpectedly dramatic Game 3 in a 7-6 victory here at the Astrodome. Astros advance to the National League Championship Series, waiting for the Dodgers or the Expos. Once again, take care, and I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow night for Invaders from Dimension X, if not Thursday to continue these playoffs.